Ta-da! Here I am. I'm hacking the StreamYard. Hopefully nobody finds out about this because I'm not paying that monthly fee, as we all know. So we're playing the video and stuck a little sticky note on the camera. Nothing can get past me. I'm just too quick for that. You may be wondering, where's my co-host beside me, Heidi? She just got home from work just now. Poor Heidi. She just is always on a live night. She's always working late, always home late. So she's going to join us very, very shortly. And then Brianna and Corey were supposed to join us, but Brianna's not feeling well. So hopefully she's feeling better. But they are in the chat here hanging out. And hopefully all of you are excited to hang out with us and chat all things Disney honeymoons, but not actually Disney honeymoon locations, but fictional ones from movies. If we were going to go on a honeymoon, where could we go? So we're going to get into this very, very shortly. I have some other things as well that we'll chat about, some Disney news kind of things to get everybody's thoughts. And then we'll share some things at the end and kind of chat about some stuff because we have our own honeymoon to look forward to and stuff to share about that. So we're just so excited. But I'll welcome everybody who's hanging out here with us. Hopefully you are all doing so well, had a great week, and are enjoying your Friday so far. I got my resort mug ready to go. Let me know your snack or drink of choice for tonight. That would be lovely. Corey's here, so excited, just can't contain the excitement. I love it. Welcome, buddy. Thanks for being here. Cynthia's here. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Katie is here. Bells and Disney is here. Hello. Welcome. Thanks for being here. And I look radiant. Thanks, Corey. I feel that I'm exhausted today. Work was so busy for me. Not as busy as Heidi, but I had lots that I was doing today. And I have to get a haircut and do all these things this weekend. So I feel I'm looking, just I don't know. But thank you for the the compliment. I appreciate that. Happy Travel Vlogs is here. Welcome. Thanks for being here. And T Squiggle is here. Welcome. Thanks for being here. If you're just hopping in, be sure to like the stream. It helps us out so much. Be sure to subscribe if you're new and play along in the chat. Would love to see the comments and see all the things going on in the chat when we vote on these honeymoon locations. Welcome. Thanks for being here. That is so fun. I love it. I want to make sure that I pronounce your name right. Is it Lee or Le? It's French. So I want to make sure that I get it correct. But thanks for being here. We appreciate it so much. So glad that you're able to make it live. We are just as excited as you are. So thanks for hanging out with us. That's so special and so fun. But as I mentioned, there's a shadow. You know what that means. But as I was saying, we're going to chat all things Disney honeymoon, but not actually Disney honeymoon locations, because I feel if you were going on a Disney honeymoon, there are locations that you would pick that are not in this bracket. And we'll chat about those a little bit later because, of course, like I said, we're going on our own honeymoon very, very soon, which is so exciting. You say it as lay. Got it. Perfect. I love it. Thanks for clarifying for me. But we're going to get into the stuff shortly. I wanted just to pull up a couple things. Like I said, we're going to just kind of chat about some things and kind of get some thoughts on some of the things that I have from Destination D23, which took place last weekend. We were in Connecticut visiting Corey and Brianna, which was so fun. So we didn't get to I think that we knew all of the details. And I remember I was at Target with Corey sitting there and he was sharing me the details, but then I kind of read some of the stuff when we got home to kind of get more in depth on some of the stuff. But Haley and Tommy are here. Guys, thanks for being here. We love you so much. But we're just going to chat about some of the things, and I'm just going to pull up my screen as there's a shadow from a hardworking lady.
Hi.
Is that you?
I guess so.
Hardworking lady. I'm going to pull this over here. This is one of the things that is coming soon to the parks. Road trip entertainment. Love that. Thanks for being here with us on your road trip. That's so fun. Safe travels, and hopefully you have a great time on that road trip and wherever you're headed. And look, you look radiant as well.
Thank you, Corey. I feel the opposite of radiant, but I appreciate that. I'm also going to eat.
Yeah, Heidi's going to eat as I go through this new stuff because she hasn't probably ate really all day. So, but Walt Disney will have an animatronic in Carousel of Progress, however you want to say it, like introduce the show, which I think is really cool and really awesome. I know that like obviously Disneyland has theirs at like the Magical Life show, but this is Disney World's version. So I feel like this is fun. I don't know if anybody has thoughts on it, but leave your thoughts as we kind of rifle through these like Disney news things. But like I think this is fun. I love him in his little like kind of sweater vest with the tie. He just looks so sweet, and I think this is so fun and a nice addition. It will make me want to do Carousel of Progress more because I never really do it, and we never really do it. But I think seeing this will be great. Like he kind of introduces the show that was like his show, which I think is really, really fun. So that's one of the Disney news is Walt Disney will have an animatronic in front of Carousel of Progress.
You got me at the worst time.
We also have, which this was one, people were so excited about this, and I'm intrigued to get everybody's thoughts on this one, is that Cinderella Castle is getting a new paint job, which is kind of, I guess, going back to shades of the original, if not the original. I really like the pink castle. I'm a 50th Disney World anniversary fan.
That was for that, right?
Yeah, and then they kind of kept it. They took down some of the stuff, but this is like truly going back to like the original kind of castle look, I would say, with maybe like a little bit of some tweaks and changes. I love this carriage. It's so fun. Maybe you'll get to ride that carriage. I think that would be pretty cool. But this is like, I think something that like everybody was really excited about. And I'm excited to see how they do it, even though I do love the pink myself. How do you feel about it?
I feel indifferent about it. I feel like now it's been so long with the pink that like when they said, "Oh, it's going back," I'm just like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, the pink is like you're like normal, like
yeah, and I feel like I originally liked the original, but then when it's like now the pink's grown on me, so
yeah,
I don't know, but I don't really care. Like, I'm not going to be sad about it either way. You know?
Right. All I'm excited about is me and Corey chatted about this briefly. They better bring back those like the holiday dream lights that were all over the castle.
That's what's more cool.
If they're gonna bring that back, like because they switched this, I'm all for it. Because at Christmas time, that is just awesome.
Well, why didn't they just do that with the new castle? I don't get it.
Probably cash.
You
know, the pandemic.
When I'm going to take the biggest bite.
The pandemic. Couple other things here really quick, and then I'll just pull up all the comments as we chat about them. But they shared some details on the Villains Land, and I think we kind of got to look at some of the villains that are going to be included. And the architecture for Villains Land is based on these kinds of shots. I think it was like Spanish kind of design. I didn't like look into all of the details, but I think that this picture is really, really cool and shows you kind of the aesthetic. And I think it is very like creepy, eerie. I think it's perfect for what Villains Land should be. And I like the villains that were included on here. I think it's fun. I don't know how you feel. This is
the image they released?
Yeah, this is kind of their
I'm not up to date on
their concept. They went and traveled to look at like architecture in Spain and maybe some other places, like to see what like the land will be based on. And this is some of the shots that they shared that they're kind of like basing it on, which I think is really cool.
Very nice. I like it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be awesome. And then I think there's just a couple other things. Heidi's not taking a bite, so I can swap and then we'll do little chats about it. But Tron is getting like an overlay, and this one, which again, this picture is terrible. So clearly it's going to look so bad. So we're just going to leave it in the middle like this. But I'm not a cruise person. I know there's some cruise people here in the chat, but Dr. Facilier is going to be on the Disney Destiny. And I don't know what this will be, if this is like an interactive experience where he's going to deal you some cards. I think it's pretty cool if it is. Who knows, but they'll release, I'm sure, more on this. But this was the image. And like I said, Tron is going to get an overlay with like the red colors and stuff with music from the new movie.
Oh, wait, really?
Which is fun. Yeah.
I'm sure I wasn't listening.
I think it might be starting in October or it's at the end of this month. I forget, but the movie comes out in October. But yeah, Dr. Facilier is going to be on the cruise, which I love. So we'll see what everyone has to say about some of these things. A lot of people excited about the Walt Disney animatronic, which is fun. Corey's jazz. Bells and Disney likes it. So is Kelsey. T Squiggle loves Carousel of Progress. So super excited. Nora's excited. Corey might not nap in there. Yeah, for sure. Austin is here. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Team Pink Castle. There we go. I like the Pink Castle as well. A lot of people, though, like I said, love it. Everybody's excited. Some people love the pink, though. So I guess we're split here in our chat. So far, people like the holiday lights. Still getting pictures either way. Exactly. No matter what color that castle is, you'll still be getting castle pics. And I think this will be great. Yeah, going to be epic. All of the Villains Land stuff and looking at Disney Destiny cruises as we speak, because that is so funny. So shall we get into the bracket and the bulk of this episode? Like we said, stay tuned to the end. We're going to chat about some things, like briefly about our like Disney honeymoon, which is fun. And we want to know your thoughts here. And I'm going to like bring it up at the end as well for anyone hopping in. But this is the last live stream before we go on the honeymoon. But we wanted to ask a question because this weekend coming, we'll be in Disneyland.
Like not tomorrow.
Not tomorrow. Sorry. Yes, not tomorrow. Next weekend, surprise, we'll be in Disneyland. Now, I know Disneyland is a hot topic where people like who haven't been don't want to see stuff. So we wanted to go live for like an hour or so from Disneyland on one of the evenings. It would be the same time here, like 8 o'clock Eastern, probably on Saturday. Would that be of any interest to anybody? Just wanted to put it out there for all of you. We can leave some comments, leave some chats about it, but we just thought that it would be fun. We love going live in the parks. I've done it before on my college program. It was so fun. So would love to know if you would like that. But this is the last live, like before we actually head out for the honeymoon. And this idea was Heidi's idea for the bracket.
Thanks.
So excited. You did think of it. Olivia's here. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Corey says, obviously. Simple question. So maybe we'll do a live from Disneyland. You can stay tuned on Instagram. And if you have like the little bell notification rang, you'll know when there's a live because you'll be notified when we go live or when I post it on like our YouTube channel that we're going to go live. So that might be the plan. Maybe like open a pin box, have some snacks, do a little walk, not to spoil Disneyland, but maybe stay in a couple lands or just like on Main Street. Who knows? But we think that that's a good idea. And
Ozzy.
And the other thing is because it is Disneyland's 70th, and that would be our 70th live stream. So we figure that that's fun.
Yeah, we actually think we kind of came across that because like Brandon said, "Oh, it's 70th live," and then we thought about it. So everybody's down. So even if you said no,
maybe we do it. But we just wanted to like keep it on your radar.
Yeah.
But without further ado, Caitlin's going to take it away for us.
It's a bracket.
So, bracket battle. Of course, the only way that we know how to do things around here is stick things in a bracket and chat about them. All of you will get a vote. I will get a vote. Heidi will get a vote. If there's multiple people on your like account in the same room, you can vote with like 2 votes, the same vote, whatever you want to do. But we took 16 to make it even for the bracket, 16 Disney movie locations, put them in a bracket at random, and we're going to rank them based on how much you would want a honeymoon at these locations. If you aren't married or you aren't with anybody and you're like by yourself single, you can vote if you wanted to go on a honeymoon or if you just want to do a trip.
Oh, nice.
Whatever way that you want to vote. But we're going to vote in terms of our honeymoon. If our honeymoon wasn't what it is, where would we want to go? And we'll kind of dive in. The characters are a part of the universe, obviously. So like maybe New Orleans is on here and Tiana's going to cook you some food. That could be like an option. So we can talk about that as we get through them. But like I said, 16 of them in a bracket, all random. If we're ready, we'll do some thumbs and we'll get going on this bracket. But everybody's excited about the live. I love that. So we're gonna most likely do that. Llama Floof. Oh yeah, we're both wearing Disneyland, and I'm wearing my Happily Ever After hat. Llama Floof is here. Welcome. Thanks for being here. I love that. So a lot of people are excited. Okay, so we'll chat more about that towards the end. But
I hope this was right.
Caitlin's here waiting on her royalties still. I'm sorry. I'll give you some cash next time we see them. Or we can do like a little pin.
Couple coins.
A couple coins. It all evens out. So we'll get you some pins or something. The best part, everybody loves it though, Caitlin. You're a star, Caitlin. Llama Floof says that Jeff Valley, the president of Walt Disney World, actually spoke at one of my clubs in college today, so I was able to meet the legend himself. That's so cool. He was at Flamingo Crossing once when I was going to work. He was like doing like a chat there on my college program. How many of us here have had a Disney honeymoon? Because we did. There you go. We're going to be like added to that list. Payer and pins. I love it. Okay. So our first matchup, New Orleans from Princess and the Frog versus San Francisco from Big Hero 6. And I tried to, again, make it like a little postcard, but every time that I put images into bracket fights, they're all pixelated. So hopefully you get the gist of what I was trying to do was a fun postcard type of thing. I'll try to zoom in like a little bit if I can, or it's just not going to let me. That's fine. So I obviously tried to include some of the imagery and the pictures, but which way do you want to go with this, Heidi? New Orleans from Princess and the Frog or San Francisco?
Okay, so I think that, like, if I was just going on a regular trip, I pick San Francisco, but I just feel like New Orleans.
Either one, I don't know. I know. Yeah, I never know.
I feel like that one gives me more like honeymoon vibes because looking at this images, you got the nice boat there. It's like, you know, it just looks really like vibey.
Yeah, I think that San Francisco would be an awesome trip.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like it looks awesome. Like when I was doing my image searches for this, like the skyline's beautiful. Like if the food is anything like what I had at Aunt Cass Cafe at Disneyland, I'm all for it. But like you said, New Orleans for honeymoon, I feel like looking at these pictures, it just looks so captivating in these pictures in this world. Obviously, we're taking the world from like the movie. And I just think that it'd be so fun. Tiana would cook us some food. We could go to her restaurant. Yep. That boat looks lovely. The music would be amazing. I just think that it would be such a beautiful honeymoon destination. San Francisco, like you said, gives me more vibes of like, maybe you could do like your bachelor party there.
Yeah.
For your wedding instead. But it would be like a really fun trip. But I'm going to pick New Orleans because the vibes just couldn't be higher in my opinion. And I think a lot of people agree so far. T Squiggle voting for New Orleans. So is Bells and Disney. Kelsey, Riley, the Woodbines are split. Brianna's voting for San Francisco. Corey's voting for New Orleans. Olivia votes for New Orleans. So does Cynthia and Lay. The Nyes are voting for New Orleans as well. Llama Floof is voting for New Orleans. And Katie is a split vote. So one each on that end.
Nice.
There we go. Love it. So this is the gist of the life. If you're just hopping in, this is what it is. Like Disney honeymoon destinations. So New Orleans is our winner. Moving on to the next round. Poor San Francisco. I think like that it got a bad draw. There's also some in here that I think will be fun to talk about. So we'll have New Orleans move on. Next up, we have Porto Rosso versus Santa Cecilia. Now, I wanted to make sure that I did this correct because obviously this is like Italy, Mexico are where these movies take place, but it's like fictional cities or like islands like and such as we'll get into later. So I took the names because it's not actually like Italy. It's going to be Porto Rosso from the movie and then where Coco takes place. So you can chop it up whichever way you want. With Coco, there's obviously the other world. There's the city and the square and stuff. Which way do you want to go with this one, Heidi?
I'm going with the Porto Rosso one because look at that. It looks so fun. That's like my dream honeymoon.
Yeah.
My dream date. Like I love the city and I love the water. That's what I care about. And they're jumping off that cliff, so that's perfect for me.
And you can ride Vespas. You could eat food. Like that's like I like both of these cuisines, Mexican food and Italian food. I feel like it's so picturesque there. And for a honeymoon, like it just that postcard, I want to be there. Yeah, I just think it looks so good. And I love the characters. I think it's fun. I think that like the square, when you kind of come up, like where like all like the boats come in, I think it looks really beautiful. And like the mountains, like clearly you could like walk up here, maybe go for like a hike. Yep. I feel like it looks very nice. And that's gonna be my vote. I feel like
the other one I like too, but
very vibrant.
It's a hard competition.
Yeah, hard matchup. I feel like that the Coco like scenes are so picturesque though and so colorful, but I think that so is the Luca scenes. I feel like they're really great. So both of us are in sync so far with our honeymoon destination. So because
we'd have to go together.
We'd have to go together, exactly. Llama Floof kicking us off with a vote for Porto Rosso, which I think I have to say it with like the accent. T Swiggle as well. The Woodbines they're not split. Sorry, they're on the same wavelength. We've done the Italian Riviera for 10 days, and it is legendary. There you go. There's the vibes. Bells and Disney agrees. Riley is switching it up, voting for Coco. Leia's voting for Porto Rosso. So are the Nyes. Nothing cuter than a pair of Vespas. I agree. I don't think I'd be very good at a Vespa. Would you?
Yep, I would be.
I would not be. Olivia is aligned.
You really have to balance.
I feel like you do a little bit. Cynthia agrees. Kelsey voting for Coco. Demi's here. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Votes for Porto Rosso. And Katie and hubby vote for Coco. Nice. There we go. Which is the winner? Porto Rosso. Moving on. Next up, we got Paris from Ratatouille versus Arendelle from Frozen and Frozen 2. Obviously,
I feel like there's a clear choice here.
Yeah. Okay. Paris, I debated putting Paris on here and a few others, but when you look at Disney movie destinations, I feel like that Paris is like a great honeymoon one, but we can, like, I know that it's still Paris, but like specific to Ratatouille, I think that the clear choice is Paris, but Arendelle looks so beautiful.
Yeah, it does.
You know?
Yeah.
And if the characters are part of it, like, I'd love to hang out with Olaf. Like, I don't know what he would do on our honeymoon. We could, like, I don't know what he's doing in Arendelle these days, or like Sven could pull us on a sleigh.
I just feel like for me, like I just have to keep going with like honeymoon versus like regular trip. And like to me, like Paris just seems like a honeymoon and Arendelle would seem like a regular trip.
It's fair.
I'm just gonna vote for Paris.
As I said, I was nervous to put Paris on here because I feel like that it's gonna do very well.
Yeah.
But who knows?
I don't know. There's
some other ones. Arendelle, I think, is beautiful, though. I feel like when you take into account like Frozen 2, all of the areas and stuff, like the forest, and I think that it's a very different trip than Paris would be. I'm also going to vote for Paris in terms of honeymoon. Arendelle, though, to me, is a place that I would love to go to. And World of Frozen opens next year in Paris at Disneyland Paris, which is more attainable than going overseas to like the Hong Kong one, I think it's in, or maybe Tokyo Disney Sea. Yeah. I feel like that one day we'll get to both of those, but I feel like it's cool how it's coming to Paris. So I'm going to vote for the Paris from Ratatouille.
Nice.
Let's see. We got Whittle is here. Welcome. Hi from Disneyland.
Hey.
Love it. Oh my goodness. That's so fun. I forgot that you were going there. That's so cool. We'll be there like soon. We were just kind of chatting about Disneyland that we'll probably next weekend go live from Disneyland. So stay tuned for that, but hope you're having the best time. Yeah. What have you done so far? What have been the highlights? Would love to know. Riley is kicking us off with a vote for Paris. Arendelle, super excited, all caps. I love that. And then in brackets, Paris for Ben. Is so funny. So they're split over there in the Nye household. Cynthia votes for Paris. Katie and hubby are voting for Arendelle. Bells and Disney is voting for Arendelle as well. Leia is voting for Paris. Whittle votes for Paris. Lama Floof says Paris. It's already the dream honeymoon spot. Kelsey votes Arendelle. T Squiggle and Demi vote for Paris. Olivia votes Paris. The Woodbines are both voting for Arendelle. A little ice harvesting excursion would be so romantic. There you go. Francesca's here. Welcome. Thanks for being here. And Francesca is voting for Arendelle. Whittle says highlights have been Paint the Night. The food and coffee is so good and love the walkability. We are so excited for Paint the Night. We've never seen it or seen anything online. So that's so fun. And the food and coffee, give us the recommendations. We've had like the stuff from our last trip, but I know now there's like Halloween stuff and 70th stuff. So let us know your favorites. We cannot wait. And we'll share, like I said, a little sneak peek about that at the end of the live.
Oh, I erased it.
Paris is our winner.
Yeah.
Moving on.
I need to remove.
Next up, we got, go ahead, Monstropolis.
Should I leave?
Sure. Unless you want to give your vote.
No.
Monstropolis versus Hawaii from Lilo and Stitch.
Hawaii. Because that's where we're going. That's my winner in the live.
Some of these I didn't want to put on, but I feel like that it's going to be good because they're like obviously real destinations, but like from the movie mixed in with like random ones like Monstropolis. Obviously, Monstropolis, I think,
everyone's voting for Hawaii.
Would not be a honeymoon destination, but could be kind of fun. I don't know. Like you could go like, I don't know, like a comedy club and laugh. Harryhausen's looks good for some sushi. You could go to Monsters University and check out the campus.
Again, honeymoon versus non-honeymoon trip.
You don't think it'd be like romantic if we went together through a door and went and toured Monsters University?
No, thank you. Feels like I'd be a student.
Again, I wanted to put some funny ones on here that are still Disney destinations, and who knows, maybe someone wants to go to Monstropolis. Mm-hmm. I think that it could be fun, and I would just love to see Sully. Sully's one of my favorite Disney characters, and I think meeting him would be great. The obvious answer, though, for me is Hawaii. that's part of our honeymoon. And in Lilo and Stitch, it looks so picturesque. Like we rewatched that last year for like the Park Squad pod, and it is so beautiful in like animation. Like the pictures here like are great, obviously, but like in animation, like in the movie, it looks so good. So I'm voting Hawaii as well. Heidi's pressured me. I kind of wanted to low key throw a vote for Monstropolis, but that wouldn't be a real honeymoon destination. I'll tally up these votes. Whittle is voting for Hawaii. Francesca's voting Hawaii. 2 for Hawaii here. Olivia votes Hawaii. Kelsey votes Hawaii. So does Cynthia. T Squiggle votes Hawaii. The Woodbines are voting Hawaii because it's Hawaii, obviously. Lama Floof is voting for Hawaii. Bells and Disney's voting Hawaii. We got our countdown going. Fun. That's so exciting. You're going soon as well to Hawaii. How exciting. Us too, and we just cannot wait. Lay says Hawaii all the way. Dream place for me. That's Heidi's like number one, I would say, dream destination was to go to Hawaii. So I'm so glad that we're going to do it as a part of this honeymoon that we're about to go on. Demi votes Hawaii. Ben said easily Hawaii, but low-key, I love an adventurous destination. So Monstropolis, I love it. Is that for both of you? That is so fun. Monstropolis got some votes. I love it. Whittle says the 70th, churros, the peanut butter, mocha cold brew, and the frozen black half. The first 2 things that you said there are very high on my list. I was making my list the other day and I have to finish it this weekend so I don't miss any of the food that I want to try. And the peanut butter mocha cold brew is like right up my alley. And I love a Disneyland churro. And the 70th one looks very good from the photos that I've seen and the video. So definitely those are my list. I'm so glad that they were good. Riley votes Hawaii. And now Ben has switched and is shaming you into Hawaii. Well, that's okay. So it's a clean sweep then for Hawaii. Nobody wants to go on their honeymoon to be romantic and hang out with Mike and Sully, and a frozen black half does sound very lovely. I would love that as well. Hawaii, moving on. Next up, again, we're moving into round 2. We do the other side after we finish this one. New Orleans or Porto Rosso? This one's hard.
Not for me.
Not for you? You're going Porto Rosso.
Porto Rosso.
Yeah.
You put an image like that up, I'm voting for it.
It's very.
This is like where I live. This is where I would want to be.
That's where you live?
Well, in my mind.
In your mind. You're
anywhere near the water. Yeah. If I won the lottery, there would be signs.
It looks very picturesque. I know.
Just go there.
The pictures here, they're so vibrant that it's like, how do you not vote for it? I think that New Orleans, the pros for New Orleans, really good food, even though so does Porto Rosso, but really good food because, you know, Tiana's going to cook it up. That boat looks lovely on the water. The music to me is just awesome. And like the vibes and stuff, I think would be very high. So this one's low-key hard for me, but I'm going to go for Porto Rosso still.
Have we voted the same and all of them are so good?
The same. I wanted to vote for Monstropolis over Hawaii, but I wouldn't dare do it.
That's so rude because that's literally
I'm kidding. Well, we can't go to Monstropolis. So Hawaii we can go to.
Even if I could go to Monstropolis, I wouldn't be going there.
I know. This one was a hard matchup, though. I think both of these are very, very good. But I'm glad that Luca's getting some love because we both love Luca. What a good film. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Whittle kicking us off with a vote for Porto Rosso. So is Cynthia and T Squiggle and Lay and Francesca and Bells and Disney. It's the Italian for me, says Francesca. Love that. Or sorry, it's the Italian in me. Katie and hubby are voting for New Orleans. The Knives are voting for Porto Rosso. So is Lama Floof. Kelsey votes New Orleans. Riley votes for Porto Rosso. And so do the Woodbines for the Sea Monster Cruise. Very funny. Olivia's voting for Porto Rosso as well. And Heidi did say mentally, she's here. This postcard here, greetings from Porto Rosso. If she could be there, she would. And Demi throwing a vote for Porto Rosso as well. Mm-hmm. So Porto Rosso is moving on. Mm-hmm. Next up, Paris versus Hawaii. Both very good destinations, I would say. But both very different.
I feel like they're both they
they both make sense. Paris to me, and I know that Hawaii is elevated, but Paris just seems like very elevated, romantic. I don't know, something about Paris. Yeah, but I'm sure Hawaii is. Well, I'm sure all these are. Again, I feel like this is it depends what kind of honeymoon you're going for. Are you going for the beach, the ocean, outdoorsy vibes, or more of the big city, lots of food? that kind of thing. I'm going to vote for Hawaii on this one.
Me too.
Because in this universe, I can't go to Disneyland Paris.
Otherwise, you'd be
it's just Ratatouille. No, because like I can't go to Aulani in this Hawaii either. This is Lilo and Stitch Hawaii. But I think both of these are really good. I think that Hawaii is like a very good honeymoon destination. I feel like it's a very popular one, but so is Paris. So this could go either way for, I'm sure, most people, but we're going for Hawaii, and we're going to Hawaii. Bells and Disney kicking us off with a vote for Hawaii. Llama Floof is voting for Paris. Francesca and Lay are voting for Hawaii. Kelsey votes for Paris. Riley votes for Hawaii. Katie and hubby voting for Hawaii. So is Whittle. The Woodbines are going to hang 10 in Hawaii. The Nyes as well, Hawaii. I've been to Paris. Fun for a short trip. There we go. T-Squiggle votes Hawaii. So does Demi and Olivia and Cynthia. All vote in Hawaii. There you go. I'm like, not that I'm surprised. I feel like that people like Hawaii and it looks very nice. And Paris is great, but Hawaii, this round is moving on. And that means our final on this side until we get to the other side. Again, this will be a shorter bracket with only 16, but Porto Rosso versus Hawaii. Both very similar.
Yeah, I like both of them. I'll go to both.
You got to pick one.
Well, I'll pick Hawaii because that's where I'm going, but I'd go to both if I could.
I'm going to pick on this one. This is hard. Because like Hawaii is like actually like what we're doing. And I think that they're both so similar. So it's like, what are the differentiators here? The food is different.
Mm-hmm.
And like
the
vibes, I guess. I'm going to vote for Porto Rosso. In this fictional world. No.
Go on your own honeymoon.
Very, very slightly. I don't know what it is about it. I'm really just gravitating towards that really postcard picture.
But I'm not sad.
And I'm sold on a Vespa. I think if I could surf, I would surf. Like, do you know what I mean?
You can.
I can't, but I could try. But you're voting Hawaii. I'm not sad about going to Hawaii. I'm not going to Porto Rosso. That's crazy. I'm voting for Porto Rosso. You're voting Hawaii?
No, I'm not.
Let's see. I think it kicks off with T-Squiggle. T-Squiggle voting for Porto Rosso. The Nyes are split, Porto Rosso, and Ben Nye, the Disney guy, voting for Hawaii. Whittle votes for Porto Rosso, so does Francesca. Riley votes Hawaii. The Woodbines are both voting for Porto Rosso. Kelsey votes Hawaii. Bells and Disney and Demi are voting for Porto Rosso. Leia's voting for Porto Rosso. Tough choice. Cynthia votes for Porto Rosso. It's the Italian again. And Katie and hubby are split 1-1. What's our winner?
Porto Rosso.
Yeah, Porto Rosso, which was a last minute addition to the bracket when I was looking through Disney destinations, which is fun. So we're at the halfway point. Once I click this, we'll move on to side 2. Mm-hmm. I know that we're kind of flying through these, but this is fun. Hopefully you're all having a good time. If you're just hopping in, be sure to like the stream, subscribe if you're new, be sure to hang out with us, all those fun things. And Llama Floof is voting for Porto Rosso as well.
Nice.
Let's see, making sure that this is good. Kay is here. Welcome. Thanks for being here. We're going to, where am I clicking? Oh, yeah. Porto Rosso is moving on. On side 2, which this takes place in Colombia, but the actual like fictional place is Encanto Village is what the place is called in my research. So Encanto Village versus Olympus in Greece from Hercules. I put them both together because I feel like that you couldn't just go to Olympus. I don't really know what's in Olympus, but I feel like that you'd have to go to both because they're like right there in this movie. So Encanto Village or Olympus in Greece. Never been to Greece. My mom and sister have been to Greece and they loved Greece so much. You've never been, where have you been in Europe? Anywhere?
My homeland.
Your homeland, Poland, that's it?
I don't know. I only went when I was like little. I haven't been since I was like a baby to anywhere out there. So I don't know where my parents took me. I don't remember.
You don't remember. Which way do you want to go in this one? Encanto Village?
Sorry,
or
I'm not ignoring anyone. I'm just trying to update the Instagram
She's putting
story.
something in the story to say that we're live. Because I forgot.
I don't know because I'm I'm going for the one that feels more of like like vibey with the honeymoon.
Yeah.
And like both of them I would like. I feel like I would have more fun at Encanto Village, but does the other one seem more honeymoon?
I don't know. I feel like this is one thing that people have said, and I would agree.
Mm-hmm.
They should do a Greece/Olympus Epcot like pavilion. I know that Encanto's obviously going to Animal Kingdom, so that's like not a thing. Yeah. But the food, I think, in Encanto Village would be great. I don't know anything about Greek food, really, like a little bit, but I also don't know anything about Encanto food. But the mom makes good food, and they got a bunch of family and stuff, and it looks very beautiful. Which one did you vote for?
Neither.
Oh, you didn't vote yet?
No, I think I'm just going to go, because for this one, I feel both equally. I feel like Greece, I guess you would argue, is more the honeymoon, but I'm still
You'd have fun in Encanto Village?
Yeah, because this one I don't feel super drawn to either one of them. I think I did it.
Good job.
Thank you.
So well done. I'm going to vote Olympus Greece. I feel like Olympus would be fun. Maybe I could get to ride on Pegasus. I think that would be pretty fun. I don't know. I think that'd be fun.
This is a honeymoon.
Let's see what me and you would have a great time. Or I'll just have Louisa carry me everywhere if I go to Encanto Village. Olympus and Greece, bless my soul. I love that. And for Ben too. That is so funny. T Squiggle votes Olympus and Greece. Demi also Olympus and Greece. Riley and Whittle, they're the same, Olympus and Greece. Leigh is voting for Encanto Village. So is Kelsey, Lama Floof, and Francesca. And Cynthia and Kay all vote in Olympus and Greece. Bells and Disney votes Encanto. Everyone seems so friendly in the opening number. Very true. The town does seem very friendly. Katie and hubby voting for Olympus and Greece. The Woodbines, I'm also voting for Olympus and Greece. Very fresh. Yeah, you're right. That's true. And Olivia votes Olympus and Greece. Very fresh food. Yeah. I don't love an olive. That's what I think about when I think of Mediterranean Greek food. That's like not the thing that it is, but I don't like an olive. Olive might be my least favorite food. What's everyone else's least favorite food? What's your least favorite? You don't really have a least favorite.
Used to be peanut butter, but now I can eat it in a Reese's peanut butter cup.
Having peanut butter as your least favorite is.
It used to be. I couldn't eat it. I couldn't even eat it. I couldn't smell it.
Yeah.
Now I'd probably say, I don't know, like.
Obviously, there's things that are like terrible. Like there's stuff that, but or that one fish that's like in the can that's like really bad. Like a sardine is just like the little ones. There's like that one that went viral that was terrible. But like of common foods, mine's an olive.
I don't know, like tomato, but I eat that if it's like cut up in a.
You don't like olives?
No, I don't. But like again, I'll eat it if it's on a pizza.
See, I wouldn't even eat it on a pizza.
I'm just like so not picky anymore. It's crazy.
Tzatziki. Okay, I like tzatziki. I'm glad with my choice then for Olympus Greece. I love it. Beans, lima beans.
I love beans.
Kelsey says too much. I'm very picky. That's Heidi too. Very picky.
But I'm better now.
I know you're better now.
I can't even
Olivia says onions. Yeah, I would agree. I've come around to onions, but I used to pick onions off everything. If I had onions on anything, it was like not a choice.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Tzatziki was your least favorite food. I was excited about it for Olympus Greece, but you're saying that's your least favorite food? Yeah, sorry. I was confused.
Eggs if they're not cooked. If you get the egg, I get.
Katie says beets. I used to hate beets too, and now I like them because Heidi's mom once gave me shredded beets. Common foods. Egg. Firm believer that there's a big egg. Oh, favorite food.
Yeah,
got it. I thought that because when I said it, then that was the first food comment. Tzatziki, like 1,000% your least favorite. God, I love tzatziki as well. So
what do you think my least favorite food is?
I don't know.
I don't like dill pickle chips.
Olympus Greece.
A lot.
Right? Olympus Greece was the winner. Yeah. Next up, Radiator Springs versus Montanui.
Well, obviously, I have to pick Montanui, but if I was going on a trip, I'd want to go on a Radiator.
Was that a fun addition? Did you know that was going to be on here?
No, I didn't.
Radiator Springs. So you can go down the strip, go to the Cozy Cone, Flo's Cafe.
Oh, I just love it. I can't wait to go to Disney.
Hang out with Mater and Lightning. But Montanui, look at that.
Well, yeah, you got to choose that. Like, hello.
I think that would just be, again, there's the upper echelon to me when I was making this. There's like Hawaii, Montanui. Like I thought that Porto Rosso was high. Like all of those have like the same vibe. Uh-huh. But it just like this just looks so beautiful. This is like the ocean, very picturesque, lots to do. I would think the village seems nice in the movie. So I'm voting Montanui, although Radiator Springs would be so fun.
I know, I love to go there.
Is that what you're gonna vote for? You should vote for it because you would like it.
For it. No, because it's not my honeymoon. It's my regular trip destination. We can do regular trip destination, then I'll go.
They would take really good care of us at Radiator Springs.
I know, they're so cute. Well, yeah, because they'd just be like stoked.
Like Mater would be, he'd take us around. We could have, like I said, some milkshakes or whatever at Flo's, even though in this universe it's probably like oil and stuff for the cars. But who knows? Maybe they have some stuff lying around. But I'm going to go to Montanui and then I can hang with Maui and he can, I don't know, show me around, and so can Moana. I think it'd be so fun.
Yeah. So
Montanui. Yeah, very beautiful honeymoon. Radiator Springs would be a great honeymoon. I'm kind of almost swaying to Radiator Springs. Whittle is voting for Montanui, so is Bells and Disney. And Cynthia standing firm this time, Radiator Springs. I want to see if you're going to change your vote, but I love that for you, that you're voting Radiator Springs. Kelsey and Kay are voting for Montanui. I agree. Poor Radiator Springs. Tough draw. At least maybe I thought I could have got one round, but this matchup is just too tough for it. Yeah. Demi votes for Montanui. Ben's voting Montanui. Cynthia votes Montanui. Llama Floof and Olivia vote Montanui. Riley as well. Radiator Springs. Love it. Corey and Brianna voting for Montanui on the condition that Mater seals my vote. Very funny. Lay says, you can't put these together. They are both my favorite movies, but for honeymoon, I'll go Montanui. I know. I'm sorry. This is the trap of the bracket, is that some of your favorites will be matched up against each other. Radiator Springs would be fun. There you go. Katie's voting that way, and hubby votes Montanui. Standing on business as you should. What's the saying from Love Island? I got 10 toes. Ain't one toe missing.
Ain't one toe missing. I'm standing all 10 toes.
Francesca votes Montanui, and Montanui is our winner this round. Poor Radiator Springs.
That's sad, but
tough draw. Next up, we got Zootopia versus the Pride Lands. This is a good matchup. I'm excited about this because at least one of my favorites will move on.
That's so funny.
This is very funny. Obviously, for the Pride Lands, I picked very picturesque when it looks nice. Like the bottom left is where they're going down like the river Pumbaa and stuff, like the whole like Hakuna Matata stuff. Looks really beautiful. Mm-hmm. But Zootopia would be so fun. All the biomes, all the food. That train would be fun. We could go like to different locations. I just don't know what I would really be eating in the Pride Lands. I don't want to eat any of those bugs. So I feel like that I could at least have like a jumbo pot and stuff.
But it's like there's no like the Pride Lands. Like, can I just like what does that mean?
That's this area in the
I know,
Lion King.
But like, will people be there?
Not is there people in that movie? The only people would be me and you. Maybe we'd be turning into animals.
No.
In this version, or we're just getting transported. I guess it would kind of be just like a safari. You'd be like seeing all the animals and chatting, like it'd be fun. But Zootopia for me is the pick.
I don't know. The logistics is confusing me.
I guess you think the logistics are more making sense for the Pride Lands over Zootopia? Why?
Because those are like real. Well, they're both animals.
Zootopia is animals that they'll like walk on 2 feet and walk around.
Yeah.
At least in the Pride Lands, they're like still animals walking on like 4 feet.
I'm not sure. I'm
voting Zootopia. Heidi, this is the one that stumped her the most. You're voting Pride Lands.
No one else is.
It's okay. Llama Floof is voting for Zootopia. Mr. Jason would as well. If he was here, he'd vote for Zootopia with me. Francesca votes for Zootopia. So does Kelsey. The Woodbines are voting for Zootopia. You have 5 areas of vacation in one place. Yeah, so many different possibilities. Whittle votes for Zootopia. So does Kay and Riley and Cynthia. Bells and Disney votes for the Pride Lands, given we're not going to be eaten by lions. Very true. Mel is here. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Votes for Zootopia. Alyssa votes for the Pride Lands. A safari honeymoon would be magical. Ben, of course, votes Zootopia. He prefers his animals talking, I guess. Very funny. The Pride Lands would be too hot, so it's a nope. There you go. Very true. Lay votes for Zootopia. Demi votes for Pride Lands because an African safari is genuinely a dream of mine. I think it would be awesome as well. Katie and hubby are voting for Zootopia. And Zootopia is our winner for this round. I'm very happy about that, at least making it one round. And our last matchup on this side for round 1 is Agrabah versus the Kingdom of Corona from Tangled.
I'm going to vote for Kingdom of Corona because that was the one that I suggested.
That was one that you suggested, yeah. The other one that you suggested, which isn't on here, which I wanted to include it, was Paradise Falls from Up. But Paradise Falls is literally just like the waterfall
Yeah.
with that mountain, and it looks really beautiful. And I would have put it on, but I just feel like it would be so so beautiful. But there would be more to do. So honorable mention to Paradise Falls.
But they're
Carl
all
and Ellie's
journey, they
dream.
did all that stuff.
I know they did. You're right. But Corona, you're voting for?
Yes.
The Lantern Festival just screams like romantic to me.
Yeah.
And the little square where they do their little dance, there's water where they do their dance, like in that little town square. Beautiful. Agrabah, I think, would be very hot for me. The market would be fun. The bottom pictures from the live action version, I wanted to put that in there, like so you could see that as well. That I guess there's lots of water around it. But I'm voting for Kingdom of Corona because the Lantern Festival, like alone, to me is so romantic, and I think it would be so great going out like in one of those boats and like lifting some lanterns up. I think that'd be great, and we could go to the Snuggly Duckling.
It's true.
Yeah, for a little meal. Let's see. Olivia last round voted for Zootopia, but this round she's voting for Corona. So is Kelsey and Demi and Cynthia and Leigh and Francesca all voting for Corona. So is Riley and Llama Floof and Whittle and Bells and Disney and Kay all vote for Corona. The Woodbines have a dream to see the floating lights in Corona. Corona as well for the night. How magical, especially if we're there for the Lantern Fest, for sure. Olivia says the Lantern's most romantic thing ever. Katie and hubby are split. The Snuggly Duckling. Yes, that's where I want to go. You're telling me. Kingdom of Corona is moving on. Round 2 on this side, we got Olympus in Greece versus Montanui.
I'm voting for Montanui.
Montanui, yeah. Olympus in Greece was a fun one, though. When I was thinking of them, I was like, what are some locations? And I thought it was kind of fun. I feel like it would be a cool...
like the clouds?
Yeah, where all the gods are, up in the clouds up there, like on the top left picture. But Montanui just looks like wonderful.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know how much there would be to do there. It's like the village and maybe just like
matter.
Other stuff, but you'd be content in the water and the ocean and a boat.
Yes, correct. And
you could hang out with Hey and Pua. They would go like to the beach with you. I would just be chatting with Maui the whole time. Just kidding. But yeah, I'm going to vote for Montanui as well. Let's see. Bells and Disney votes for Montanui. So does Kay. Demi and Kelsey also voting for Montanui. So is Olivia and Llama Floof. And the Nyes are voting for Greece. Taziki and No Olives. All vacay. Love that. Leigh votes Montanui. And so does Riley. A lot of love for Montanui. Katie as well. Again, I'm excited to see what's the winner, but I think this was a good idea, honey.
Thanks.
Look at you thinking of ideas. I love it. So Montanui is going to be our winner. T Squiggle, though, voting for Olympus and Greece, a dream vacay. Brianna's voting for Montanui. Corey's voting for Greece. There we go. Some splits and some votes for Greece, but Montanui is moving on. Next up, we got Zootopia versus Corona. Corona.
I'm voting for Corona because, well, I didn't vote for Zootopia last, but also because of, I just feel like it's more honeymoon vibes.
Yeah. Is anybody excited for Zootopia 2?
Yes.
I am so excited for Zootopia 2.
I am as well.
The trailer looks good. I'm excited for the show at Animal Kingdom, so Animal Kingdom has at least another something to do. Mm-hmm. But I'm excited for that movie. I am so sad that I have to not vote for Zootopia, but for a honeymoon, Kingdom of Corona would be very beautiful. The lanterns alone is like just so amazing, as we've said. Where am I at here? Bells and Disney voting for Corona. Olivia votes for Corona. So does Cynthia, and Kelsey, and T Squiggle, and Demi and Kay all voting for Corona. Francesca votes for Corona. The Woodbines vote for Corona because I would like to have an excursion to the Snuggly Duckling. Agree. Llama Floof votes for Zootopia. Love it. Alyssa and Ben are voting for Corona. Walking, talking animals don't scream honeymoon. No, they don't. Katie votes for Corona, and so does the hubby. And Leigh votes for Corona, but super excited for Zootopia 2. Me as well. Cannot wait. But Corona is moving on, and that means our final on this side is Montanui versus Corona. I'm voting for Corona.
Really?
Yep.
Not me.
You're anywhere with an ocean.
Yep.
I just think that...
Is there an ocean there? Or is that...
In Montanui?
No, the other.
Oh, Corona. I don't know.
There's a body of water.
A very big body of water in that top left picture. Mm-hmm. And I guess because the boats have to go on it for like the lantern. So I'm sure that there is. I don't know if it is what actual place takes place. You're going to vote, for Montanui still?
Yeah, I just love it.
I want something different in the final because I know like I can see what it is. Obviously, we know from earlier. Yeah. And I think that Corona is a very different honeymoon spot. I feel like it would be fun. The lanterns, the food, the vibes, the music, the like architecture. I feel like it would be great. Obviously, Montanui is more in line with like the Hawaii side. Like this is like I guess like the Hawaii of this side of the bracket. But I'm gonna vote for Corona. Llama Floof is voting for Corona. K votes Montanui. T Squiggle and Kelsey vote for Corona. You might want to take a tally here, honey.
Oh yeah, I was zoned out.
Just in case it's close.
Where do I go?
Me and you are split. Llama Floof is voting for Corona.
Hold on, my pen stopped working.
What about this one?
That one's worse.
Oh my goodness. That's okay.
I'll just go like this and add some water.
Llama Floof votes for Corona.
I'll just have to check if I
Okay. Llama Floof votes for Corona. So do you. Or so do I mean. K votes for Montanui. T Squiggle votes for Corona. So does Kelsey. Lay and Cynthia and Bells and Disney and Brianna all vote for Montanui. Corey votes for Corona. So does Riley. Katie and hubby are split. The Nyes both vote for Corona. You get the lanterns, romantic boat rides, snuggly duckling dancing, and Maximus. Olivia votes for Corona, and Demi votes for Montanui.
Corona.
Very close, though.
It's close.
Very, very close. One. We'll see if there's any last few votes to come in, because I know sometimes it's a little bit like delayed, but very, very close on this side. And that means that Corona moves on to take on Porto Rosso in the final of this Disney honeymoon movie bracket.
It's fun because I feel like they're both ones that maybe aren't like the ones you would think of
unconventional
first.
Like I think Hawaii and Paris and things like that I thought were gonna like make it really far, but I think this is like a fun final.
I think it's fun,
and I'm stalling because I don't know which way to go. Romance vibes, it's Corona to me.
I think it's still romance.
It's still romance, but I feel like in terms of like the movie, like that Lantern Festival is heavy carrying romantic vibes. But Porto Rosso to me seems very picturesque, obviously. I'm voting for Porto Rosso.
Me too. I just think it's just so fun.
It looks really nice. And the town seems beautiful. And the water and the mountains. I think that Corona, good for Corona for getting here though.
Yeah,
I like that one.
It's not over till it's over.
Not over till it's over, but I'm saying for us, like I feel like it was like a surprise, both of these. I want to make sure that I'm doing this right, but I think are we starting from K? I think I want to make sure that K didn't vote earlier for the other one, so I can make sure that I'm on track here. Yeah, okay. So K is kicking us off with a vote for Corona. Katie and hubby are voting for Corona as well. Bells and Disney votes Corona. Do you want me to do all the Corona?
It's okay.
T Squiggle votes for Porto Rosso. Kelsey votes Corona. The Woodbines are voting for those Vespas in Porto Rosso. So is Francesca and Cynthia. Llama Floof is voting for Corona. Leigh is voting for Porto Rosso. Riley is voting for Corona. Ben votes Corona because of the romance. And Alyssa votes Porto Rosso for the views and the Vespas. Whittle votes for Porto Rosso. And Olivia votes for Corona.
It's close.
Very close final, which I like. That's good. It means that both choices were well deserved. It's not a sweep in the end, which was nice. We'll see if there's any last minute votes, and then be sure to stay tuned. Like after this, obviously we're going to be done for just like a little chat before we log off of this live, keeping us around that hour because we didn't like I guess we didn't chat as much, and the bracket wasn't too big. Sometimes the brackets got like 32 things, but this was a fun little one with like just like the 16 bracket. What is our winner? Heidi. Porto Rosso
by like 1 point.
By 1 vote ish is the winner. And this is how the bracket shook out, everyone. Is Porto Rosso is the winner. Very fun. This is how it looks when it's a smaller bracket. There's on all these sides. It's very simple. 16 is like the baseline for the bracket. So we thought we'd stick with that. But Porto Rosso is our winner of what we would all choose as a Disney movie destination to be a honeymoon destination. Hopefully that was a fun bracket. Kudos to you for the idea, honey. That was so fun. Be sure to like the stream, subscribe, like I said, because we go live here at least twice a month. We have a great time on the lives, lots of brackets, lots of fun guests on all the time, lots of fun things. And once we're back from the honeymoon, there will be lots of lives planned, lots of fun stuff. We're getting into like the holiday season after, so obviously holiday themed lives. But stay tuned for next weekend for that notification if you ring that bell for a little Disneyland walk in the park live stream. I feel like that'll be fun. And I feel like, again, we don't want to spoil stuff, so we probably won't like ride rides or things. We'll probably just like walk around.
Usually the Wi-Fi doesn't do.
The Wi-Fi is not the best, so we'll see. We'll try.
I meant like for the rides.
For the rides, yeah. So we'll walk around, get some snacks, some like maybe like a little coffee, because it'll be, I guess, like around 5 o'clock at that time, and maybe open a pin box or something and hang out with all of you on a live from Disneyland. And that brings us to the end. A little chat is obviously why we did this live this weekend. Is very shortly. This coming week, we leave to go on our honeymoon, which includes some Disney in there, being Disneyland and Alani. And we have some stuff planned and some videos planned that are going to come out next week, like before we leave and as we're there, like our packing video, our like announcement, like itinerary to show like all of like the planning, all the stuff that we're doing while we're on the like the honeymoon. We're going to be gone for a while. This is like my longest trip, I think, in a long time, if not ever.
Mine too.
Which is fun. It's like basically 2 weeks long, which is so fun.
Why did you say your longest trip? Like I just go.
Well, because I don't know. I don't know. Maybe when you were younger, you went on a trip long like this. But we're so excited. So we're doing a split Disneyland and a split Alani or like Hawaii, which is so fun. And we'll be leaving very soon for that. So this weekend's going to be very busy with packing, prepping, all the stuff. So if you want to stay tuned for all the updates, be sure to follow us. If you're not on Instagram, it's Anytimes too. We're gonna be posting lots, I'm sure, from the parks and from Hawaii, and like that's like the up-to-date stuff as the day is going on. And then the vlogs will come, and like no joke, we're gonna have like, I don't know how many videos from the honeymoon, but like 20 videos or so. Yeah. Which is wild. So we're excited. The videos will come fast and furious. And I feel like we can maybe do a little fun thing. Should we share a little tidbit of info for the people that are on the live? I think it's fun about the honeymoon. About where we're staying.
Oh, wait. Disneyland?
I think we should share that with everyone here. If you'd like to know.
If you're staying.
Because if you stayed and you're in the live and you hung out with us, we won't say what days, no. But and you'll see this on Instagram as well, because we're so excited. But we are staying on Disneyland property. At 2 different resorts, the Disneyland Hotel and the Pixar Place Hotel, which is so fun. And we are so excited. And that's been a secret that we haven't shared, because last time we did Disneyland, we stayed off property, obviously. But this time for the honeymoon, we're staying on Disneyland property. And we're so excited. So like I said, the vlogs will come after we're back from the honeymoon, but there's going to be so many vlogs, lots of videos. They're going to come out probably 3 times a week or so once we come back. We're so excited about it. So you won't see a video from us while we're away. You'll see like a few, like kind of at the beginning of our trip. Like I said, the packing, the announcement, our vlog from Brianna and Corey's weekend, like in Connecticut and Boston and stuff, which will be fun. That'll be coming out this weekend. So we're so excited about that. But hopefully you're all excited. So like I said, stay tuned for the updates on Instagram. And if we go live from the parks at Disneyland, be sure to ring the bell so you don't miss that and what time and all that stuff. It'll notify you once we go live. So we hope you all have a great weekend. We can't wait to see once we're back. We'll do a live stream as well once we come back, like a trip recap, as we always do. But this was so fun. Hopefully you all have a great evening, a great weekend, and we'll see you from Disneyland.
Yep.
So fun.
And remember, it's always sunny.